transpersonal is across the person, if you like, and the psychology is the psychological side. So, for example, I did workshops where you do like a guided meditation, if you like, and in this guided meditation you then meet your archetypes, and it was very, very interesting because my archetypes were just nothing what I expected. I had a clown, I had this horrible, like, imagine an old chimney sweep with manky black teeth and a top hat on, a scarecrow, a little girl with like blonde hair, a ballerina, and it was just amazing because it was like, well, who are these people? But they're like aspects of your personality, and it's not until afterwards you've got to look at them and you think, well, where does that come in and what's this got to do with? And through other guided meditations or talking to somebody else about what you feel about this, and then you can then see how they fit in with you. So yeah, it was quite, that really started me off on the archetype work and the psychological side of things, because I found that fascinating, having experienced that myself. Yeah. Yeah.
So do you give people printouts and things to take away with them?
They get a chart. They get a chart, and plus the work that they've done themselves while they've been with me, which, you know, with all the questions, the answers, not solutions so much, but how they can actually move forward with things. But they'll go away knowing what their archetypes are and a different way of using them in their life and being more aware. It's not just knowing what the archetypes are and the effect they have, but it's being aware of them when you're in certain situations, that you can suddenly realise, well, actually this is my such an archetype coming out. Like people in, a lot of people in business use the prostitute archetype, which people think prostitute, not prostitute as in selling your body, but doing something to for gain, which is a form of prostitution where you're going out meeting people, you're doing something because you know you can gain from it. People in bad relationships but do it because, for example, somebody might live in a huge house, they've got, husband earns lots of money, they're in a really bad marriage, but they don't want to leave because they don't want to leave the possessions and that lifestyle. So it's like prostitution. They're paying for that, you know, they're getting the reward, if you like, or getting the payment, even though they're not happy about the situation.
So say someone in that situation, how would it work with them with the archetypes? How would they get out of that situation, or would they? Or
usually, if people have got to be ready to change, because you can't. Nobody.
Sorry, I just screwed down myself then. Sorry, I just totally screwed. I missed my mouth completely.
I'll have a drink while you're.
Because I was looking at you.
Right.
There's some goats or something up there. Over there.
Oh yeah, yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. What were we saying now about change? Yeah, people. I think people who come for counselling or come for healing or working on the archetypes, they come because they're not happy with where they are with their lives, and by coming they're actually saying, I'm ready to change, I want to change my life, because anybody who doesn't want to change their life won't come. So therefore they can then see where things are going wrong in their lives and find a way forward, how to change. And a lot of people will leave their marriages or leave the jobs and change because it's in the wrong thing at the time.
So do you think it makes people feel empowered?
Oh, definitely, yeah. Yeah. It is. It's self-esteem. It's self-empowerment, and gives people the courage to change. Because a lot of people say, "Oh, it's all right for you. You can do it," but I couldn't do that. Well, my answer is, well, why not? And it's fear. A lot of the time, it's fear. They prefer to stay in a bad situation because of the fear of what is there if I'm not within this situation. What can I do? And fear does stop a lot of people moving on.
So the work is overcoming fear then?
Yeah, that's part of it. Yeah, yeah, and making people realise that they do have choices.